York City. Street Dogs, we're playing Grand Mercy Theater. We're taking our brand new song, Freedom, out of a self-titled record. And we're offering it up to the cause of free Tibet. For a long time, dating back to 1949, Tibet has lost its freedom, lost its culture, lost its religion, and been suppressed by China. And we can no longer look away. So we're entering the fight for Tibet, for the right for their freedom, and we're in it from here till doomsday. And enough's enough. I mean, it's 2010. We're in the information age, deep into it, and you need to get more aware of what's going on in the world. And Heidi's more on point with exactly what's going on, so Heidi, go.
There's a lot of different situations that are happening right now. One of the first and most important is the increased crackdown since March 2008. A lot of singers, songwriters, and filmmakers are being imprisoned. Wangchen was imprisoned for making a film called Leaving Fear Behind. And that movie asked everyday Tibetans about life in Tibet and the Olympics. He was sentenced to 7 years for espionage, and he's currently being tortured. He has hepatitis B from being tortured, and he's being denied medical attention. Tashi Dhondup is a musician.
Yeah.
He wrote songs talking about the torture and the disappearance of people inside of Tibet. He also was arrested and sentenced to Laogai, which is a concentration camp, for writing a song, doing what you do every day.
My name is Lamoto. My husband is innocent.
Punk rock is about standing up for freedom. It's about standing up for the impoverished, the poor, the suppressed. It's not about jumping on board at Hot Topic and buying the Band of the Day shirts and being oblivious to what's going on in the world. It's about taking a stand and picking a side and doing something positive. And, you know, I'm not here to pontificate or to preach to anybody, but at the same time, I'm not going to sing or talk about trite, insipid, useless things. Reality shows, spoon-fed, fake, cookie-cutter bands. I mean, it was bands like the Stiff Little Fingers, the Clash, the Ramones. These bands shook it up and questioned authority and called out inhumane and unjust situations around the world. And what we're trying to do with the Free Tibet initiative is say enough is enough. Torture, suppression of people, confinement, and ill treatment is unacceptable, and we're on board to fight it. And people in America talk about their love of freedom, their love of the First Amendment, their love of government. I mean, I feel like the people of Tibet should have the same thing. And for years, they've been fighting for it. And we're here to join their fight.
Musicians have been able to use their voice for a long time. Back in the late 70s, the Special AKA wrote a song called Free Nelson Mandela. It was recorded and it started something called the Artists Against Apartheid movement. I've been doing interviews with people like Dave Wakeling about their participation in that song. The year after that song was released, Nelson Mandela was freed and he was able to be in London on his birthday at the Artists Against Apartheid concert. Music has a powerful voice, and you, sitting at home in front of the computer, have one that is equally as powerful. Circulate these videos. Sign petitions. I have personal friends who have been in prison for 33 years that say the only reason they were released was because there were enough petitions signed to embarrass the Chinese government in front of the international community. And that's why they're free and able to speak today. You have a voice. Signing a petition, circulating information makes a difference.
At Street Dogs concerts starting tonight, we'll have a petition for people to jump on board and help the Free Tibet initiative. And there'll be pamphlets to make people aware of what it's all about and how they can make a difference and what they can do. And I intimated about it earlier. We can no longer look away. Free Tibet is what we say. Stand up and join the fight today. Put your money where your mouth is if you love your freedom. Support it for everyone around the world and in Tibet.
Peace.
Peace.
And I mean this sincerely. I am not a preacher. I am not a fucking hero. I'm just a regular guy who's fortunate enough to realize this, that when I open my mouth for a few causes, I can make a difference. New York City, out there in the world today, there is an inordinate amount of pessimism on the street. A lot of people have signed out of the fight. They're like, you can't do anything. You can't change anything. This country was formed on revolution and freedom. And tonight we're taking a stand and putting our money where our mouth is. Over in Tibet, people are being imprisoned, tortured, and not allowed to have the same type of democracy that me and you all currently enjoy. At our merch table, we have a bunch of petitions. Sign up, get off your ass, really stand up for freedom. This song is about standing up for freedom, putting your money where your mouth is. It's not preaching, it's teaching. Song called Freedom.